This recording is going to be added to my blog, and it's focused on the In the Round observation activity, which was a focus group exercise that we did on our second last day of class. The reason I'm doing this as a weblog the reason I'm doing this as a videocast rather than a weblog is that I've just added a very long post onto my reflection blog all about the different tools that I've been examining this week. So rather than add more text, I thought I'd do this in a somewhat more visual way. So just to recap, we had a small group. We had 5 students. We decided our topic was going to be mobile phones. Are we too reliant on our mobile phones? The questions were devised as a group. Whether that was the process we were supposed to follow or not, I'm not sure, but it seemed to work well. So we all contributed to the questions that the interviewer was going to ask. Roles were then elected. Interviewer was chosen, and I played the position of the observer. As such, I simply made notes, and as you can see, made voluminous notes of all that was said as part of the focus group over the half an hour. So some of the questions that we asked: what type of phone do you have? How long have you had a phone? And what are your most used applications? If you reviewed the last 72 hours, could you compile a list of what you actually used your phone for? Question 5: if you lost your phone and could not replace it, what would be the impact on your life? Question 6: do you or anyone in your life feel that you use your phone too much? I have to say it was a vibrant discussion. Everybody had plenty to say, and I think we chose the right topic as opposed to something that was very specific to an individual's project. It was general enough that we could all contribute, apart from myself, of course, as the observer. So the conversation flow, the interviewer, I felt controlled the focus group very well, reflected back answers to those people who were giving their opinion, and ensured that we had clarity. We also recorded the session by voice recorder as well as by my handwritten notes, so we have a double record of what was said. So as I said, it was a very interesting discussion. Everybody had plenty to say. From the point of view of the observer, I found it frustrating because I really wanted to add my tuppence worth to the conversation, and I couldn't do that as I was purely there in an observational capacity. So I found that quite frustrating. The interviewer, as I said, the interviewer role, I think was managed very well by Keith. I think the interviewees were very open and allowed gave open answers as opposed to closed answers, which then enabled the interviewer to go in and probe a little bit more deeply into what exactly some of the meanings were for their answers. So on reflection, I think it was a useful exercise. At least now I have lived through and survived a focus group. I have a good handle, I think, on how I will manage my own, and I will be using focus groups with my own project. At least that's my plan at this point. So useful exercise. I don't think I would actually add any additional questions to the ones that we asked. I think we answered the general area, the topic that we were looking for coverage on. I think we got that. So there we have it. Thank you.